Hello and welcome along to part 15 of this FM21 Journeyman story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. Combined with the Director of Football Challenge, we are back today for a massive changing moment in his career. An opportunity to become a hero, an opportunity to win promotion, and an opportunity to wrap up a trophy as well. We are 3 points clear with Brechin City, 2 games remain in the Scottish League 2 season. Annan Athletic at home, in theory a home banker, and Stenhousemuir away, a much tougher test on the final day. We've got 3 points clear of Albion Rovers. We beat them just 2 games ago, but instead of wrapping up promotion last weekend, we've given them a mini lifeline. So if you're looking forward to these last 2 games, potentially a massive moment in the series, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM21 content from 2 long-term stories. And of course, turn that notification bell on to get alerts every time we go live as our stream series continues twice a week. But let's have a look at Brechin City, because we have had a bit of a rollercoaster last few games, as of our opponents Albion Rovers in the title race. For us, we were here last time as we played against Cowdenbeath and Stranraer. Or was it Elgin we played? I'm so tense about this title race. I only looked 5 minutes ago and I've already forgotten. But let's cover the 3 games this month anyway. A 4-2 win at Elgin City. James Rose got 4. The more I think about it, the more I think it might have been that one. You're probably screaming at me in the comments. The same result though at Albion Rovers. And this should be the key moment. James Rose got us off to a flyer after 2 minutes, and then Russell Dingwall, we put him in ahead of Mark Malley, and he came to the party with a hat-trick. 3 goals for him and 4-0 at half-time. Carl Doherty, Sam Jamieson put up a fight in a second, but we were too far clear. Albion Rovers seemingly out of the title race 4 points behind. But then we played at home to Peterhead and decided that, like we did in the away game a couple of episodes back, we were going to completely collapse. I would love to blame it on the red card to Matt McCormick, but we were already 2-0 down at that point and actually got significantly better afterwards. So a little bit of a dampener there. Thankfully, Albion Rovers only drew. So 3 points remains the gap today. They were held away at Stenhousemuir, who we face on the final day. And Albion's final 2 games away at Stirling Albion today, and then at home to Cowdenbeath next week. Those 2 sides still outside chance of the playoffs. Stirling basically none. And Cowdenbeath relying heavily on our results as well as others for Stenhousemuir. But James Rose up in second in the goal scoring charts. We've done really well to get to this position. With our National B licence completed, we've got a really good looking profile now. 1-star reputation, a National B licence, and we're looking to add a promotion and hopefully a new job to the CV. So there's no point holding it up any longer. The dynamics are still good despite that defeat. And this game is absolutely crucial for Brechin City. So let's go and get into it. It's first v 8th. At home, on paper, this looks a banker. But there is nothing such as a banker with 2 games left of the season to go. Daniel Church has been poor the last 2 games. Woodcock will come in for him at left back. Aside from that, we've got to replace McCormick with Wardrobe as he's suspended again. That will bring Ryan McRitchie, the centre half, back on the bench. I've accidentally put the wrong man in there. But let's have a look at the lineup for today. I think we're going to stick with it as it is there. Jordan Critchley's not been the best in recent matches, but I don't want to make too many changes to this side. I certainly don't want to change the whole of our central midfield partnership. So this is what we're going for. It's Mackenzie in goal, MacArthur and Woodcock the fullbacks, Sturrock, Banner centre half. They've been solid as a rock this year. Knocker Makita on the wings, Wardrobe and Critchley reunited in the middle, and Dingwall, the hero against Albion, is alongside top scorer James Rose. Into the match we go. Mark Malley's a game changer if we need him on the bench, as are the likes of English, Church, Cinnamon, Gould there as well, Thomas Collins even. A home banker which would almost certainly wrap up promotion. Let's just go and see if we can do it. Let me know in the comments what you think will happen. Do you think we'll bottle it? And we'll find out. 2 changes made and a home game we should really be winning. Time to meet our date with destiny then. A good side for Annan Athletic, but a disappointing season. We are heavy favourites. We're going to tell the lads to prove a point. The keeper's motivated, as is half of the team now. So let's see if the first half lives up to it. Loads of fans in at Brechin, a massive moment in this series. And this is where the head coach can really take off. We are back with 16 minutes on the clock and not what we wanted to see. Annan Athletic with territory, with pressure in our half. D in the middle to Johnston. A good challenge by Sturrock, was it? No. He's going to get a booking for that as well. It's going to be a free kick. 20 yards out, and I can tell by the fact that this highlight has given the free kick. We're going to go and see it as well. Is that a red? Are you joking? Are you joking? That has been described as a 2-footed lunge. Oh, there is some foul play in the refereeing in this league. There is no way on earth that is a red card. No way on earth is it a lunge. And how have we been put down to 10 for that? I am absolutely flabbergasted. I do not know what to say. I mean, seriously, in a game this magnitude, to throw out a red card for that, absolutely astonishing. Thankfully, we have got Cinnamon, we have got MacArthur there, we've got McRitchie as well. It's not the time for a debut, I don't think. So I'm actually going to go and put MacArthur in at centre half. I think that's the option we're going for. And then at right back, I'll bring on Cinnamon. And I'm going to have to sacrifice Critchley. I'm going to put Dingwall in midfield, because I think that's the closest I can do to being fairly aggressive in a 4-4-1. Cinnamon will go to right back, and MacArthur will go in at centre half for Sturrock. But my word, I have never seen anything like it. To get to this game and to get that red card is astonishing. And we're still playing on here for some reason. They've been playing on while we've been down to 10. There's only 3 at the back. There's a massive gap there. And if they score from this, I will be getting even more annoyed. McCready on the left-hand side crosses in. The centre-half's not there, but Woodcock covers. But now he's out of position for the wing play. McCready picks it up, Knock with the tackle. Still with McCready, the left-back, though. He finds Jones. Cuts inside to Anderson. We have to see out this moment. Look at the defender there. Johnston's not closed down. And thankfully, Mackenzie saves. I am furious. Furious at this referee. And we're still not seeing the end. Mackenzie gives it away. Why has he not just put that out for a throw-in? He's got the experience to do that. And now Splain's in on the right. The cross is deflected behind. And surely now the referee has to let us make the sub. But I am absolutely fuming. We have got big news. No matter what happens here today, Stirling Albion are 3-0 up against Albion Rovers. So what this means, if we can get to half-time, is we can time waste our way to a point possibly, as Dingwall tries to chase a long goal kick. It's the best option we've got at the moment, but it wasn't going to be. And these boys have worked so hard this season, and maybe they're getting that bit of luck they needed, as Cinnamon goes down the line to Knock. He goes back to Cinnamon again, not played a game for ages, and probably not a right back all season, as James Rose gets in behind. It was a lovely through ball from Wardrope, I think. And we nearly nicked one on the break, and with James Rose up there, with Dingwall supporting, we've always got a goal threat. As Wardrope puts the corner in, Jones heads away. Banner will get there, the one remaining centre half. He tries to put it wide, but at half time, it's 0-0. An incredible effort from our boys, and even better from Stirling Albion. As it stands, we are promoted. But of course, we have got 45 more minutes with 10 men. I'm going to try and rile these boys up, get them going. And I think we are going to time waste a bit. Time waste, slow that tempo very slightly. Be more disciplined in our tactical shape. I don't know if I want to slow the keeper down. I think I do. When we lose possession, let's regroup. And out of possession, we are going to drop the pressing intensity. And we're just going to go for it. If we end up losing this game, so be it. As long as Stirling keep that big victory, we are very happy. The goal difference is the thing we've got to improve today. As Annan Athletic have a throw on the right. Into D. Wardrope makes the tackle. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's off for a second yellow. How on earth? We've had one red card, I think, in 2 years. And that was the last game. I don't remember any other. And we are down to 9 men in 48 minutes today. Is this some kind of practical joke? What do I do now? What on earth do I do now? We play wing play normally. I don't think I can change that. I just don't know what to do. Where on earth do we go from here? How on earth has this come about? So Tyler Makita cannot play naturally in the middle. Luke Knock can. So what can he do? A Mazzala or a Carolero? Not the best, I wouldn't say. We're playing on again. Why on earth is it carrying on after we've had a reduction to 9 men and not even a chance to slow it down? So Makita's off for Inglis. That we've decided on. Dingwall, I mean, he's a centre forward covering in centre mid. And it's probably not the best use having him in there on his own. So we are going to move him to the right-hand side. He is going to be a box-to-box midfielder. Inglis is going to come in as a central midfielder. Maybe even a deep-line playmaker on defend, just to give us more defensive solidity. And Rose will move to the left side of the forward too. but I am speechless. What a game for this to happen. What a game for this moment to come along. Mackenzie makes a good save, and if we draw this game, it is the greatest achievement we will ever have in FM21. No doubts about that. 52 on the clock, and a crazy day on the penultimate weekend of the Scottish League 2 season. No one saw this coming at the start of the day. We just thank Stirling Albion for doing their bit. Annan Athletic have gone more attacking. We're getting told to go defensive. I'm not sure about it, because if we try and soak up pressure, with the lack of shape, I don't think we get anywhere. As Woodcock picks it up again at left back. Finds Inglis with a good ball. MacArthur hoofs it downfield. James Rose can't get there. And now we've got no left winger, of course. Through ball towards the striker, and Mackenzie sweeps up. He's had a good game so far, and I'm just hoping that his experience at the back doesn't let me down. His goal kick nearly did, though. It finds James Rose, though. He's in here. Oh, the defender's back, but he's still going. Rose shoots just wide. Had to try and make something happen himself. And with 20 to go, it is somehow still 0-0. A fantastic defensive display from these boys. And even if they lose from here, they have done so well. We have got 8 minutes remaining. I think it's time for the final sub, don't you? I'm going to bring on Joe Gould in centre mid. I don't actually know what role he's best at out of these. So box to box, he's 2-star. Deep line playmaker on support. I think that suits it better. Him and English just sit there. Absolutely no attacking intent. No attempts to get forward. Let's just make sure we see it out. We're going to drop to cautious as we've got 4 minutes of stoppage time. But we've got to throw in to defend first. As Bisland gets it on the right. Crosses into Clark. It's a great header from Knock. And Purdue's going to get there. Still too many attacking chances as Clark gets it on the left. Crosses into C. It's a brilliant block from Banner. As far as Moxham 40 yards out. And they start again from halfway. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes separate us from promotion and the most wonderful effort we have seen from these boys. No left-hand side though as Bisland comes forward. Gets to the byline to cross. Johnston's there. First one's blocked. Second one's blocked. And the third one's in. That is so cruel. So cruel after a day like that. We lose in the 91st minute. And it is so undeserved. I mean, the refereeing display for the first red card is appalling. Wardrope proved why he got put out of the team. And we have lost 1-0 to Annan Athletic. Despite having 9 men for half the game, we were just minutes away from getting the job done. I'm disappointed we couldn't seal the title, but the 9 on the pitch deserve no shame whatsoever. They get all the credit for their performance. And the 2 lads who got sent off, I mean, Sturrock's so harshly treated. And we'll have words with Wardrope separately. Albion Rovers did lose 3-0 though, and it means our goal difference is 3 ahead going into the final day. I'm genuinely so angry though. I cannot believe the Sturrock red card went. And after 1 red card in 2 years, to then do that, I don't understand. Where's it come from? You see, Mark Miller says it was a bad tackle and probably justified. I just don't see it. I really don't understand. But we've got Stenhousemuir next week. Albion Rovers have Cowdenbeath. Those 2 sides fighting for the final playoff spot. So let's skip ahead and make sure we don't bottle it. This is going to be so cruel if we lose it this way. And we're going to be missing a few players as well. I'll see you in a minute. The question we have as we come back for today's game against Stenhousemuir, the final day of the season, any result other than a heavy defeat basically sends us up. And the question I've got at the back of my mind is if we bottle this by losing the final 3 games in a row after beating Albion Rovers to go top, how on earth do we recover from the playoffs? I'm hoping that's a question I won't have to answer. As our assistant manager's got a new deal, maybe that will be a potential positive in the club. Depends how many of the boys like him. We have got so many recommendations and so few options. Ryan McRitchie, can we bring him in for a debut for the club? I don't know. Ryan Cinnamon at right back seems a safer option, and that's the one I'm going to go for. He did well in the second half last time. So Cinnamon right back, MacArthur centre half. Wardrope in the middle was going to be replaced by McCormick again. He's got a 6-week injury. It really is conspiring against us. So Critchley in the middle. Dingwall is going to go to advanced playmaker. And Mark Malley is backing up front. I feel like it's the best team we've got available. We've only just got 7 subs. And for the biggest game, we do put a keeper on the bench. But that's not really by design. There's no other choice. So our 11 for today sees a couple of changes. Critchley drops to the ball-winning midfielder role. Dingwall drops to central midfield. Malley comes in for the suspended Wardrope. And the other sending off was to Sturrock. He's been replaced by Cinnamon with MacArthur going into centre half. So in we go. It is the final day of the season, and all eyes will be on Albion Rovers' result as well as our performance. Let's get into it. Here are the sides. Quite frankly, I do not care about that today. Come on lads, win this one for the fans, seal the title, and give us a day to remember at Stenhousemuir. A big day, an even bigger one at Albion Rovers. If they bottle it, it does not matter what happens here. We can lose our final 3 games and somehow go up. That would be remarkable in itself. But with 10 minutes gone, it's been a quiet game, and Cowdenbeath are ahead at Albion Rovers. That is the big one for us. We need that because I don't trust us here, as Dingwall picks it up in the middle. He's got a chance to come forward. One alongside him, but goes wide to Knock. Beats the fullback, into the box to Rose. Rose heads against the woodwork. Brilliant save, I think, to palm it on there. And it's cleared as far as Woodcock with the highlight ending. A great chance to score. It really should have been 1-0. But as it is, we're defending from Stenhousemuir. As Warnock's ball in, it's hoofed clear by Woodcock. James Rose gets there on the left. Tried to bring him down the defender, but he beats it. He's into the box. His shot is well saved. Lyle palms it away and Lidlington out for a throw. And somehow it's still goalless. We've had 2 great chances, but we've not been able to beat the keeper, who has been brilliant so far. Half time, not much in the game, and I'll take that. The same as the last game. A 0-0 wins the title. I'm not going to complain. So we're going to get them motivated again. We'll get into the second half. As far as we know, it's still 1-0 to Cowdenbeath. And that is absolutely crucial as Dingwall wins the ball in the middle. Rose puts Malley in one-on-one. Rounds the keeper. Puts the ball in. Mark Malley back into the team today. Harshly dropped, but with the Albion Rovers game, Dingwall was always going to get an extended run. But Mark Malley in, and when it matters most, he delivers. The Ireland Under-18 international with a massive goal for Brechin City. Promotion looks like it's done. And if we can score a second here, we'll start to celebrate. As Cinnamon throws into Knock. Down to Malley. In towards Rose. Headed away as far as Dingwall. 40 yards out. He's got time on the ball. Switches to Malley. Malley volleys in. But it's disallowed for offside. It looked very, very close. A whisker away from being 2-0 and title done. But with an hour gone, it's still all to play for. As Lyle goes long down the right. Had a brilliant game in goal for them. Woodcock with a dodgy back pass. McKenzie clears it downfield. Malley gives it to Dingwall. Through to Rose. This has to be the moment. James Rose is slow. So often he doesn't do that. He takes his chances well, but this time he misses. Albion Rovers have equalised, so there is less room for error here. As Cinnamon gets it on the right. Switch towards Rose. He must score. James Rose! He's put it wide. He's put it wide. It's a gilt edge 1-on-1. If he laid it across to Malley, he had an open goal. We had to score. Look at the expected goals. Look at the performance. And Albion Rovers are back to 2-2. Cowdenbeath took the lead and Albion strike right back. And I'm almost scared to make subs here. I'm going to take Knockoff on the right because he looks absolutely bewildered today. Looks really nervous. So Thomas Collins on for him. Critchley poor in the holding role, but I've got no box-to-box or ball-winning midfielder. So I think Gould will come on for him, but I'm not confident. And Makita on the left replaced by Inglis, who's been good in the big games for us. 10 minutes to go and we are on course for 3 points here and a 5-point lead at the end of the season. As James Rose is in, Lyle tips it onto the post. You could not write some of the way these chances have been missed. The goalkeeper has been inspired for Stenhousemuir. But as it stands, it doesn't matter. I just don't want it to be tense at the end. We saw in the Wigan live stream save how things can change in 2 minutes. And I don't want that to happen here as Dingwall goes from distance. His shot just wide as well. Absolute carnage here. How are we not more ahead than 1? 2 expected goals essentially. Double the shots on target. But it does not matter. Brechin City are coming to lift the trophy. An incredible achievement over the season. We started the first league game with 13 senior players in the squad. Pat Nevin then late in the window built a brilliant team. A brilliant squad here. And despite everything being thrown against us in the last few games, we lift Scottish League 2 with a 1-0 victory at Stenhousemuir. A wonderful performance, a wonderful day on the road. And this surely will escalate our head coach career very, very quickly. Will we be elevated up a few divisions? Will we get the move south of the border? But Brechin City, if this is the final game, it's the perfect finish and the perfect first club to have managed. We have really enjoyed our time here. And it may have springboarded our career to bigger and better things. If not, at the very least, we're playing in Scottish League 1 next year. Let's go and review the season quickly. But what a day at the office, and what a performance under pressure as well. There is the confirmation. Albion Rovers held in the end, and after running away with the league for the first 3 quarters of the season, they actually finished just 1 point ahead of Edinburgh City, and they'll face each other in the first playoff. That's going to be a cracking tie. But let's go and skip ahead. We're going to do our end of season review. We've won Scottish League 2. We are absolutely delighted with that. Let's have a look at the budgets very quickly. 17 grand transfer budget, 4.3 in wages, over double what we use at the moment. Brechin fans are delighted, the Brechin board are delighted. So we'll go and have a look at the jobs after this episode. We'll probably be on the move this summer. I'm sure we'll get an offer after this. Surely we will. Has the reputation gone up straight away? I don't know if it will have. But let's skip ahead a day for the end of year review. We've gone up to 1.5 star reputation. I've got a feeling this is the big moment. An incredible finish to our second season at Brechin, and let's end it with one of my favourite new features. The big end of season review. Let's look at the star moments for this club this year. The new arrivals, Pat Nevin responsible for all of these. And you know what? There's been some great additions this season. They're in average rating order, and of course they're not great with the style of football we play. But so many key players in the squad. Even those who weren't great, they had moments. Stingwell with that hat-trick at Albion Rovers. Only scored one other goal. Was really disappointing, but what a moment for him. MacArthur barely featured the first half of the year. Sublime after Berry left. Mackenzie a calm heading goal. Knock really contributed towards the end. Thomas Collins, goals off the bench. 5 goals in one of the cup games. Got us through an extra round. So much to be proud of here. A really good side. And we're so glad that we've had these boys here. Let's have a look at the season's results. We are 5 points clear of Albion Rovers. We can now relax and watch the playoffs. But today is a massive day. A big moment for our reputation. Some big National League and League 2 jobs available. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get a big move. Top half expectations, we have absolutely blitzed it. We won 7-1 against Thraith Rovers in the Cup, 5-1 in the League Cup against Kelty Hearts, and the goal of the season was Critchley in a 4-1 defeat to Ross County. The finances are fine because we got that prize money as well. Competition prize money up, as you can see. Everything else about the same. No real problems there at all. And some shirt sales. Of course, Rose is top of that list. Look at the best 11 as well. It's pretty much all of the boys we mentioned. I'm surprised Berry didn't get there at all. He was good the first half of the year. But MacArthur, arguably, ended up even better. A real struggle in central midfield seems to be a problem this year. But otherwise, there are no complaints. The accolades are there. We won 3 Manager of the Month awards. James Rose, basically a clean sweep of everything bar goal of the season. And he has broken so many of these club records. And Thomas Collins with his 5 in a game as well. Definitely worth a mention. History in the making as we win Scottish League 2 with Brechin City. 2 years ago, the side expected to finish bottom. 1 year ago, the side with 13 players to start the season. We are champions, and this summer, we are going on the job hunt. Pat Nevin will prepare this club for League 1 either way, but will we be here? We'll find out next time. I hope you'll come and join me for that. But if you did enjoy this thrilling climax to the Scottish League 2 season, please do chuck a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. We'll be back in 2 days' time with this series as we prepare for the new season. But which club will we be at? That's going to be the big question. There's also content from Bangor City, that one tomorrow in our Build a Nation series, and 2 live streams every week. So subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on to get alerts every single time we go live. You can check out the football podcast I'm part of in the eye above, but a massive thank you for watching as always, for following along for the second season. I am absolutely loving this save so far, and it promises to be the best head coach ever. Let's go and see if we can get a new job. And I'll see you here again next time. Thanks for watching.